What's up, Cybertronians? If you want to power up Gears and Quake fast and snag these G1 silver cores, you're in the right place. This method is so simple you'll wonder why you weren't doing it before. New bots were just released from the Endurance, and as you might know, it's Autobot players get Gears, Decepticon players get Quake. Now let's get to the good stuff. Open your character shards and unlock 2-star bots. But don't stop there, keep spending those shards and claim duplicates, and here's why. Every duplicate you pull will give you the chance at a silver core. Not quite a G metal, but it's better than just stacking cores for rank when you can actually farm them at the same time. So come down to build. I went too quick. Come here to your Autobots. Scroll through in alphabetical order. Look for gears. Oh, sorry. We're in the wrong spot. My bad. That's one thing about the game is there's so many different places to find things. And we've actually leveled up gear, so we'll take him out for a little bit of a spin. We got him to 60 by spending a bunch of XP and just putting him into the back into the lab. Made sure we had a lab spot open for when he had came out. So let's see. Should be able to scroll down here. Nope. Yep. Click on gears. And when you click on gears, this is where you'll be able to find you're going to be getting your 2-star bot. And so when you get your 2-star bot, we'll get a few extra duplicates so that we can, well, we'll actually use them all here because we'll get as many duplicates as we can. There's many different ways. You'll start out with this silver core. And then if you want to keep saving for as you get more duplicate gears in the future, you'll be able to upgrade to his gold core. And then eventually, hopefully one day he'll get lucky and get the, or keep adding gold cores and get to the blue one, the G metal. So we're going to use all the shards. Doubt we'll get lucky and get 10 silver gear metals to upgrade it to gold, but we'll go with what we got. Go for open all 10. No point in drawing it out. And this is where we're going to get our fresh G1 silver core added to our inventory. We got our 2-star. Now the rest should be duplicates, of course. Now let's see, this is where the lucky lottery is. How many of these are actually going to be silver gear cores? We got 4, not too bad. You can either save the 4 or you can use the 4 and fuse them. I'm actually going to fuse a couple of cores into him. Let's see. So look for gears. It's going to be the power list. Let's go to the star list. So many different ways to find the bot. So here we go for gears. Add a silver core. Voila, a little extra ability. Increase the special ability damage by 4% because it's at level 1 and set the target on fire, dealing approximately 75% of the bot damage as fire damage over 6 seconds. I have a few extra cores I can throw into him. I'm not going to use his, so I'll just take these random ones. We'll fuse it, make it a little bit stronger. To me, this is always the question, how strong do the bots eventually get, and will they eventually be able to be on a war team, or is he just going to be an ancillary bot like most gunners, and he'll be somebody who takes out clusters. He's only at level 52, power 1300. We'll level up his special ability. See how much we can get him increased. I don't know if he's going to be a game changer like Leo. Leo's fire is pretty epic in clearing out large swaths of area. And we're out. I put the combat bot, the new one that they just had given out in the other event for Styler. Shoots targets from long range. Every 12 seconds, fire a shot that reduces attack range of enemies in a medium area by 28.7% for 4 seconds and deals 0.1% DPS damage. So now after we've leveled up his special ability to 8, target an enemy at medium range, firing 4 rockets that engulf the area in gas, causing targets to take an extra 40% damage for 10 seconds, transform for 10 seconds, launching missiles that deal 1029 damage per second in a small area. His 11, when you eventually get him to ability 11, target an enemy at medium range, firing 4 rockets that engulf the area in gas, causing targets to take an extra 40% damage for 10 seconds, transform for 10 seconds, and launch missiles that deal 1188 damage every second and improve in an area. The one thing I always like when the bots have a little bit of health, but he'll definitely be somebody that needs to be behind warriors so that they can absorb some damage and he can do some damage from long range. You'll see here the shards we use could have been used to rank him up, so it's kind of the choice that you have. Do you want to hold on to the stars and rank up your bot, or do you want to actually see how strong he can get now? He didn't really move much up the power list to start, so let's see. Now let's take him out for a spin. The first thing we'll actually do is we'll do elimination mode, see how he does in trying to just take out for soloing with ruination. So I'll just pick anybody, it doesn't really matter. So we're going to go with zone 25. Zone 16 is kind of a wild card. You're not sure what you're going to get. Zone 15, you know that you're going to get your 20,000 in the injury on, and you'll be able to keep it moving. So for elimination, if you're not familiar, you're not able to deal any damage to the HQ with the combiner, but that doesn't mean that you can't tear everything down around it. So this is one way that people level their bots so that you can get one bot a bunch of XP at one time. And the best way to use ruination, I like to kind of wait to see what's going to come out of the combiner post. There is a chance, I think, the most deadly one, Computron, because then he's going to send ruination on the fritz and he'll no longer be useful. So I try to clear everything out. In the event that it is Computron or somebody that's too much for my Autobot, then I'll end up having to send other bots. But many bots can solo by themselves, and those are the bots that you typically can see that'll end up being stronger down the road. So no Computron, so Ruination stronger than, to me, he's the most elite combiner in the game. He's going to knock any issues you out right away. I'm going to go ahead and send Gears from this top right hand side since there's less dealing with. Hopefully he doesn't, we'll see how he pops the outpost or how he moves. Always weird how they shoot walls for no reason. See how much distance he has. He's not going to have to come up on it. Now we're just looking at the damage that he's doing. So his class is going to be a gunner. meaning he specializes in ranged attacks and deals damage from a distance. Unlike warriors, gunners are glass cannons, high damage output but lower health. Position is crucial, so we're trying to make sure that we destroy the HQ before we pop the outpost, so he doesn't have any issues with that. So he's definitely going to be somebody. Well, who knows? We'll see how strong he gets down the road. So far, so good. So now we'll take him out for a spin with the crew. Oh, broadsides and research, perfect spot for gears. For this one, I would do 25 if I was trying to take down the actual base and get the I guess the rank points, but I'm actually going to do 36 because I'm looking more for higher resources. And I don't care if I win or lose the battle. My bigger concern is if I'm able to get all the resources. You're usually hoping it's going to end up being like 3,000 for each, but this person either is spending or who knows what they're doing with their resources. So to start for this, I'll look and see what kind of base we got. I'm going to try to pop the outpost before I send Ruination. So I'll actually use Vector Prime. I like Vector Prime because he's able to put his clones out. They'll actually be able to pop the outpost pretty quickly. This back outpost here, we might not be able to get to, depending. He didn't get to all of them, so let's see if we put down grapple. He'll absorb. Grapple's actually a game changer that people don't realize low key. He might not be high on your power list, but when you use his special ability and you're able to absorb all this damage, it's the it's amazing. So the two bots here are in pretty good position. I actually probably dropped gears a little bit too early because you don't want him to take much damage. He's gonna and actually all the bots are out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we popped all 4 outposts. Once they're popped, we'll go ahead and use Ruination. Ruination will make short work of them. And then the rest of the team will be able to. This is actually going to be an easier base. This base has a few defensive issues. Not that we're going to be trying to smash anybody's base, but this base, it would need a little bit of a design overhaul. So, and also don't forget we have our arc. You can throw down some damage. Since it does look like this is an easier base, we'll actually worry more about taking out the base than we are getting the resources. May not even need everybody on the crew. So once again, with the 3 of them and no outpost bots for defense, should be an easy walk down. Let's see how close Gears does. A little bit short in his range. We'll see how he does in live action. So when he's shooting, he's aiming for the whole cluster. He's not just has one specific spot that he's hitting, but it looks like he was able to help clear the cluster. But also look to see who can shoot over walls. He has Skylar, so he's using that as well. Oh, there goes grapple, and I wasn't paying attention. So the cool part here is about Springer, and one thing I like about him is you can move him to anywhere on the field to go heal. So you'll always just take him and move him close to somebody. Let's see if we're not able to just destroy the HQ from here. We still have a minute. We still have time. If it looks like they don't have enough power to do it, we're going to have to send other folks. Let's just send everybody. Try and get the win. Oh, the win's actually not going to be possible because our arc lost, and he's probably going to take us out, but let's see. Always a strategy. Just need to get to these few big spots and we'll be all right. See if this can't help. The good part is that we have packs, and packs can provide healing. So that's one thing that I do love in the game is healing. I don't personally use healers, But to have bots that have healing or can add healing like packs, to me, he's equivalent as a healer, but he's also better because you're able to, use him also offensively, not only defensively like some healers. So Gears was a little bit weak only because he's new, he's fresh off the boat, and he's trying to help out. But he seemed like he was able to contribute. It'll be over time to see how well he eventually becomes strong enough to be on a war team, or if he's eventually able to move up through the ranks. One thing that you can see here for my personal power level, I kind of put a little bit of more time into the newer bots. So you can see here Taz, one of the bots that you could earn through an event. Pax, somebody you could earn through an event. Vector Prime, Blue Streak. So I put time and effort into them and constantly using them. They're actually on my #1 squad here. I'll keep Gears on the squad so he can just get XP and just try to see how quickly we can build them up. So, and there you have it, a quick and easy way to snag G1 silver cores for Gears or Quake, power them up, and get them battle ready faster. Let me know in the comments if this worked out for you, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Earth War tips. Till next time.